What's up, everybody? Welcome back to My Twisted Life. I am Poetry. You are here with another recap and review of American Soul on BET. This is episode 2-3. That's season 2, episode 3, Satisfaction. You know what I'm saying? I know we can make it. I know darn well we can work it out. Yes, we can. Can. Yes, we can. Why don't we? Can we work it all together just to work it out? Those are not the freaking words. I am messing up songs all week, but that's all right. We're going to roll into this. Welcome back to the channel. Again, this is American Soul, Season 2, Episode 3, Satisfaction. We start off with the Pointer Sisters on stage of Soul Train, singing a jam. I don't know the words to the jam, but you know black people, we mess up words and we still singing like we know it anyway. Forgive the drip. I got a deep conditioner in my hair right now, trying to get some life, some porosity back to my joint. So if something dripped down my face, it's just water and conditioner. That's all it is. I really need to get a container to put my water in and keep my water closed. That won't be like I'm dribbling and stuff. So I won't be promoting this water company without being sponsored. But anyway, I used to love me some Pointer Sisters, y'all. I used to love me some Pointer Sisters. But I must admit, I was confused a lot with them and Sister Sledge. I don't know why. They don't look alike. Their music styles are so different. But I'm guessing it's because it's the number of the women in the group. I don't know. But for me, they casted some Gentile-looking women in this episode. As beautiful as the Pointer Sisters are, those women didn't look well reserved. I know they wanted to put on the image of the girl next door, but the Pointer Sisters looked like they would whoop your ass in a second. Okay, they didn't look like they would step up, wait a heartbeat to pop off on you in a second. And these girls didn't look like they was about that life, but that's okay. They did still have some similarity to the Pointer Sisters in their younger days. I'm gonna give you that. With the Pointer Sisters though, they had a presence like they don't give a fuck. Don't fuck with me or my sisters. That's probably why I love them so much. And their music to me was ahead of their time. Like their music was about self-empowerment, doing what you want to do as a woman. You know, don't take no shit from a man. They were the first ones that I remember to sing about a side chick. I bet you got a chick on the side. Hey, no, you got a chick on the side. What? You know, they gonna sing that later in the show. And then, he's so shy. He's so shy. Yes, like that. He's so shy. His brother was shy, so they pushed up on him instead. You know what I'm saying? He really got me going, and he's too good to let go by. Oh, yes, he is. I was like, okay, that was the shit. And, man. What you say? And I'll take you down to no one. What's the lyric? She says, I'll take you down to no one, to nowhere, I'll take you down where no one ever been before or gone before. So if you want more, jump. For my love, jump in, feel my touch. Jump if you wanna taste my kisses in the night. Then jump for my love. You know I be messing up words, but y'all feel me. And then they need a man with the slow hand. They need a lover with the easy touch. And want somebody who can spend some time, not come and go in a heat rush. And I'm so excited, I just can't hide. I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. Hey, let's get excited. I mean, just the Pointer Sisters had some jams. And when we kiss, ooh, fire. Dun fire. That was the jam. That's some of their hits. I ain't hitting right on it, but you know, that's some of their hits. Now, honestly, even though I confused them with the Pointer Sisters, at the time that I really started to really get into music, so really know music, there was only 3 of them left in the group. Like, they started out with 2 people in the group, and it was Bonnie and June. There's the 2 that started out, and then later Anita joined the group, the other sister. And by the time they hit Soul Train, Ruth had joined the group too. And shortly after they did Soul Train, they signed with another label. Bonnie left the group, went on to a little solo career. I do not remember anything that Bonnie did solo. And then over the years, they have rotated in Ruth's daughter and Ruth's granddaughter. So, but they kept it a trio. So every time they perform now, it's still 3 people. But yeah, man, the Pointer Sisters with the joint. The Pointer Sisters with the joint. So anywho, they on stage doing a rehearsal, and June is in her feelings this morning, baby. She's in her feelings. June, played by Demetria McKinney. We'll talk about her in a minute. But anyway, Ruth is like, if your butt hadn't been out all night chasing after a no good man, you would be on your top of game right now. But no, that ain't you. June was like, wait a minute, say what? What? I know you ain't pointing fingers. I know you ain't pointing fingers. When Ruth can't keep her hands off Aretha's man. You heard the crowd say, woo! Yes, baby. She was talking about Aretha Franklin. Aretha Franklin was dating Dennis Edwards at the time. Ruth cheated on her dude and started messing around with Dennis Edwards and basically stole Dennis Edwards from Aretha Franklin. Dennis Edwards was with the Temptations. If y'all don't remember who he is, if y'all can't remember him from the Temptations, remember him. Dale, Amadeo, Mumba J.I.O. Wow. Don't look any further. That's Dennis Edwards. Yes, Aretha and Dennis was hooked up, and then Ruth stole Dennis from Aretha. It was a scandal, honey. A scandal, child. Scandal. Anyway, back to the show. June, she stormed off the set. She was done. She was done. She ain't about to take that shit from her sisters right now. But they had to stop recording because of her. Stop rehearsing because of her. Don is like on his way in the back. He's in the back getting his little shipment in from Afro Sheen. And I remember watching some of the clips from some of the dancers on YouTube talking about the show. And they said that because Afro Sheen was like one of the biggest supporters of the show, like he backed the show, they all had to wear Afro Sheen products. Don provided them with the clothes. He provided them with what they had to put in their hair. So everybody had to use Afro Sheen who danced on the show. One of the other points that somebody else asked me in the comment section, how much of this show is true. At least 90% of this show is true. One of the things that me and my mother was talking about was Soul Train. You didn't have to always audition. There was a lot of people who auditioned, but it wasn't like the way that they make it seem. You just showed the fuck up. And pretty much everybody got in time and got in. And usually the people who Don put up on the stage or put up on the risers or was able to go down the Soul Train line, those are the ones who like audition, the ones that they panned on the camera the most time. Those are the ones who made that. But anybody can get in the Soul Train initially, just like the Apollo in Harlem. Anybody can get in, you show up on time. But he's still not hooked on bringing Elton John. That's what him and Jerry. I call him Jerry if you're new to the channel. That's what they was talking about. And now, like I said before, Elton John did appear in 1975, and this is the current year that we're in right now in the show. Well, June came brushing through them and went into and Don ran off and went into the office after her. And Jerry's like, "Bruh, come on, we got to get this handled. We got to get business together. Let Tessa handle the talent. That's her fucking job. We got bigger fish to fry." And so he ushered June into his office like, "Look here, you need to sit down, cool off, and then get your ass back to rehearsal. That's what you need to do." So Tessa is walking up and he started chastising Tessa like, "Why I always got to run off and handle the doggone talent? That's supposed to be your job." But she was trying to do it. She was following the girl, and Jerry just told you, let Tessa handle. So why you hollering at Tessa? You always up Tessa ass. Anyway, Tessa said, "You know what? I got this." But when she opened the office door, June was gone. She was deuces, baby. She was out of there. And she took Don Gunn with her. Yes, she did. Now, before I go any further, Sinqua, is that how you pronounce his name? The guy who played Don Cornelius, Sinqua Walls. He wore the hell out of that red leather outfit, baby. Ooh, fucking wee. Ooh, wee, right? I was fanning myself like, look at her. Go ahead, Sinqua. What? Anyway, he pushed up on her sisters like, "What the hell is you? Where did she go, right?" She like, "She cool, she'll be back." You know, that's what all the sisters saying. He's like, "Stop playing with me. Don't be playing with me. Where is she?" Bonnie's like, ooh, Don, I like it when you get a little testy. You know what I'm saying? Using that voice. I was hollering. You don't put fear into these women's heart. I told y'all, those Pointer Sisters wasn't about that. They was about that life. Them sisters was about that life. They was straight out of Oakland, baby. They was about that life. Anyway, Tessa walk away, Don. I got it. Walk away. Well, it turns out that June has taken off to her boo Shane's house. Her married boo. And they like, don't worry, she can handle herself. She done did this before. You know what I'm saying? Tessa say, but she got Don's gun this time. So now they like, oh shit, she packing? Damn. Okay, so we don't give up where homeboy live at. So Don rushed over to her. Now we move over to Simone and JT. Their storyline is dragging this season to me. But it seems like this episode is supposed to be catapulting them back to the JT and Simone that they used to be. Because it's been exhausting to watch these two. He is hurt and bitter, and she feel like he ain't got no right to be. That's basically what it is right there. But while she and her trying to get JT back on her good side, Brienne come in and start interjecting and talking to him. Hey, JT, honey, I cooked. You want to stay? You want to get some? Get a plate? And Simone is looking like, what the heck is going on here? Brienne is really treating JT the same way that she did when Nate came around. Why you always feel like you need to fix the broken sparrow on your door, stepmama? What is going on? Well, whatever JT did back at Wood's house, Harley Wood, Simone got her job back and she can go back to singing backup. At first, I figured that Simone did the whole backup situation, and the thing with Wood, the sexual assault with Wood, I thought that happened in New York, so I apologize. I was wrong about that, but I thought that was the reason she had came back at first. No, she came back home because she kept losing her voice on Broadway. She talked about that later on to June, and she ended up singing backup here in LA. Okay, so she wanted to thank JT and apologize to him for acting funny with him. You know what I'm saying? You know, she gave him her daddy's pick to the guitar that he used to have. But JT is like, I don't play that. I don't play no more. This is not my life no more. I'm not about that life. I'm not that guy anymore. And she was like, just take it, you know. So he took it and then he left. But there was so much more that Simone wanted to say to him. I was like, get it out. Spit it out, girl. Spit it out. Well, Brienne is like, let it go. Don't hurt that boy again. You know what I'm saying? She's like, damn, mama, whose side you on? Like I'm saying, whose side are you on? Do you only care about JT's feelings? I mean, what the fuck? What about me? And then, so she sits down to the piano, and then we get this Broadway musical between Simone and Brienne, and that didn't sit with me at all. I'm not into Broadway musical songs that have a cadence just like this. It gets on my nerves to listen to. You know what I'm saying? That got on my nerves. It got on my nerves. I was not. And then Simone, she has a voice that is for like the Broadway musical type thing. I didn't think Kelly Price did. I really don't. She has a very soulful voice, beautiful voice, but it didn't fit that Broadway. Man, it didn't fit that. Anyway, they sang the whole damn "Don't Rain on My Parade" song. My goodness. And basically, Simone is basically saying, I'm getting my man back. I don't care what you're talking about, mama. I'm getting my man back. And in the end, Brienne was like, okay, girl, I see you. I understand. So Don, he heads over to find June, and she's about to tear Shane's door down. He like, baby, please, chill. My wife will be home soon. I was like, this fool, his wife, for real. Okay, so June is like, good. She can put your ass in the pan box when I'm done with you. June is off the chain, baby. Oh, so Don basically get her to calm things down, convinces her to give him the gun, and as soon as he did, and they about to walk the fuck off, who pulls up the popo? So now he got to toss his gun into the damn bushes. Funny thing is though, one of the cops recognized him like, hey, Soul Train, you the man. So correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Aren't these the same cops, or at least one of them is the same cop that pulled him over when he first got to LA in season 1? The ones who was treating him like shit, and now they his fans. I could be wrong, but at least the one Bostic looked like the exact same cop. Now, back to Demetria McKinney, the one who's playing June. She is playing the hell out of this role. I think she did a damn good job on this round. Like midway through her actual career, she ended up on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's where a lot of people think they may know her from. No, she was the associate of Kenya Moore on that season that Kenya was doing the workout video with Phaedra. But I remember she had already been acting and singing well before then. She was on Tyler Perry's show. She actually played Dina Jones in the stage play for Dreamgirls, the part that Beyonce had in the movie. She played Whitney Houston in the Bobby Christina story. Anyway, the girl could actually sing, So, I like to see her grow. She's been on a lot of shit. She been in a lot of stuff, yeah, for real. So anyway, Jerry and Don go to meet with Fred Murchison, prejudice and misogynist ass, trying to get him to spend his ad dollars with Soul Train. But he is not about to surround his products with the black show, even though his products is Cadillacs, and Cadillacs, black people love them some Cadillacs. You know what I'm saying? But he said, besides, white folks don't watch Soul Train. While his son and daughter out in the backyard trying to pop lock like the Lockers. You know what I'm saying? So he brought his son here, like truth time. You and your friends do not watch Soul Train, do you? The way he said it was like, you do not watch Soul Train, or else you better not be watching it. So his son, his name was Roy, was like, nah, Dad, I've never seen the show before. So when Don and Jerry leave out the house unsatisfied from this meeting, Roy run up to them and is like, hey, Mr. Cornelius, can I get your autograph, please? You know what I'm saying? Yes, baby. White folks had caught on to the soul trade too. Black people were no longer the only ones on this ride at this time. And Jerry is trying to get him to understand that if we bring Elton John on, it could also bring in these white advertisers with the dollars, not just views. You know what I'm saying? So we need to get some promo. We need to get the right promo. Don, who I always think that he could do everything bigger and better and badder than anybody else, he attempts to do it on his own. He wrote his own bio. It's overly embellished. And Tess is like, nah, this ain't no truth in this. You need a professional to help you out this. But Don, again, is hard-headed. Even Jerry told him to hire a publicist, However, the one who came, she was so damn arrogant. I don't know who was worse, her or Don, for real. Joanna Brewer, she was over and beyond just being confident in herself. Like, I was surprised, though. Her going rate was like $10,000 a month back in 1975. That's the minimum going rate today in 2020. So I was like, okay, Anyway, he called Kester Malloy from the Billboard, and they were already on the lot to do a story for Dick Clark about Donna Summer. And I was like, okay, yeah, he's moving into the disco era then. Anyway, Billboard decided they wanted to do an article. And he says, have your publicist set it up. The publicist that Don refuses to hire. But he ended up getting a blurb in the back of the magazine on the last page in the small corner, like a 2x2. He was so mad that he tried to call up Joanna, and she was like, oh, Don, honey. Well, my services are no longer available. I mean, you can hire the second verse person if you want to. I can refer you. Too bad, so sad. Too bad, so sad. That happened at the end, but you know what I'm saying? So now JT, he is showing us what kind of man he really has become. He's basically a henchman for Gerald right now. I mean, Willie dead, so somebody got to fill his shoes. But the thing is, JT, you don't want to put your feet into Willie's shoes because Willie's dead. You know what I'm saying? He died in them shoes. Watch yourself, boy. Be careful. But JT does seem like he's a little bit built for this life. Like, he sent him to go run some money over to this dude with, and then the guy tried to stiff him with some fake diamonds. First, he tried to talk real short to him anyway. And JT is like, I may be young, but I wasn't born yesterday, bruh. This not real diamonds. Diamonds cut glass. This ain't even gonna cut wind. Come again. Try to play me again. Try to play me one more time and see what happened. Okay? JT had that fool shook. Had him shook. He was all mouth when he got there, but he wasn't talking shit by the time JT got through with his ass. Well, back at Soul Train in the green room, June laid up with a pounding ass headache. I remember her doing an article a few years ago about how much alcohol she used to drink. The fact that she was hitting the crack pipe so motherfucking hard that she would hallucinate rats crawling across her ceiling. Yeah, I remember that article. She almost died at age 38. Heart complications and viral meningitis and some other shit like that due to her drug addictions and all the addictions that she had. But somehow Simone has wormed her way into there and is pretty much sucking up to it. You know what I'm saying? Tessa said that all Simone wanted to do was try to get into the talent, which is true. She wasn't lying. And she lied to June and told her that she was Don's talent assistant girl. Now, you know when Don find out, he going to give you a piece of his mind. You know he going to give you a piece of his mind. So Simone tried to sell her talent skills to June, thinking maybe she can get a hookup or a foot in the door. And June tell her, this ain't what you want. You think it is. I thought it was too. Me and my sister thought the same thing. But no matter how good you are, fame becomes a vampire. What she say? It sucks the life out of you when you're on your last breath. I was like, well, damn. Okay. That's probably why I always say that I want to have the financial status. If somebody's as rich or a celebrity, I want to be known for the work that I've done, but I don't want to be famous. Not like that. I don't want me to lose sight of who I am, not have a private life, and you know what I'm saying? Well, Don, he did catch Simone. He let her have it, right? And she was like, I would be stupid not to take advantage of this opportunity that I have here. He said, well, I'm not here for you to take advantage of. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I think that's one of Don's problems. That's one of Don's problems as a person in this industry. Because he wasn't there to try to help catapult anybody else's success. Even the artists that he brought onto the show. Dick Clark was down there bringing in Donna Summer, right? She was rumored to be the next big thing. She hadn't even made it big yet. Don only brought in artists who were already big. Michael Jackson, the Jackson 5, the first time that they debuted was on American Bandstand. It was years later before they came over to Soul Train. Years later. Prince didn't debut until 1980 on American Bandstand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think that was one of the issues that Don Cornelius did as far as community involvement, even with his dancers, with the lockers. You know, he was right there with them. He had the lockers there in his grasp. They could have been the Soul Train dancers. All they wanted to do was be paid. And pay with money, not fried chicken. But, you know, they left. They made it big somewhere else. Remember, they appeared on Sonny and Cher. And then he brought them back to dance on the show. Reluctantly so. He was very reluctant about that. So anyway, after chewing out Simone, he went in there and chewed out Jerry. Like, why are you bringing Joanna here? You know what I'm saying? Your friend of a friend of a friend of a friend. You think that you can get away with that? Like I said, Don thinks that he could do it all himself better than anybody else. I was like, Lord Jesus, if I was a drinker and I drank a drink or drunk a drink or had a drink, but every time that he said that he was bigger, better than anybody else or that he could do it better, I would be drunk all the way up into tomorrow's episode. I swear I would. Like, just to be drunk all over again because he's going to keep saying it all over again. I was like, Don, bring your confidence down just a little, son. Bring it down just a little. So, we're at the club. The Pointer Sisters, they about to debut. Don is talking to Gerald about Elton John. And he's like, boy, don't be stupid. It's Elton fucking John. You know what I'm saying? Hey, book that brick and get that money, honey. Who walks in? Shane. June's boo. With his wife. This mug is bolder than cow shit. I mean, you know that June is up and performing with her sisters. And you got the balls. You got the cojones to strut your wife in front of her. She was just at your house earlier today with a gun in hand about to put one in your head. And you bring the wife to the club? They hadn't even got on stage good before Joe noticed him. She was about to get out there and rush his ass. But the sisters calmed him down like, hold on, no, we're going to do it a different way. We're going to do it a different way. Tell them how we feel in the song. And they broke out with, bitch, you got a chick on the side. I know you got a chick on the side. You know what I'm saying? They broke out with that song. That was the first time they debuted it. So they went to his table. But first they went around to a few other guys. You know, they went to his table, got his wife up, and poured drinks all over his ass. Me, Gerald, and Don, we was cracking up. We was cracking the fuck up. Afterwards, Don and Gerald was walking outside, and Gerald's back game backroom gambling spot almost got busted out by Don. You know, there was a whole crowd heading back into the alley, and Don was like, what the hell is that about? Why y'all going back up in the alley? So anyway, Gerald did manage to sway him away from the area. Now, I've researched this out because I was wondering about the Soul Train Club. Like, did it really exist? Because, you know, some parts of this is not completely factual. And when I found out that Don Cornelius started a Soul Train Club with his business partner, Dick Griffey. Dick Griffey has not been mentioned on this show at all. And they founded the real Soul Train Club up in San Francisco, not in LA. But I wonder how much of Gerald's story is actually Dick Griffey's story. But I think this show, the popularity of it, inspired the Griffey's family to reopen the club. It was supposed to open up this year. It was delayed due to the C-19, so I don't know if it's going to open up or not. I think they even had a Soul Train Club over in the UK, if I'm not mistaken. From what I thought, from the Soul Train Club, that's how Soul Train, if I read that correctly, the Soul Train Club was first, and then came Soul Train, and then came Soul Train Records, which Griffey ended up buying Don Cornelius out 100% for Soul Train Records, which is now Solar Records. I don't even know if Solar Records still exists. Anyway, later that night, Simone was sitting in her room working on a song that her and JT started before she left for New York. Or at least I think that was the song, if I remember the lyrics correctly. Anyway, it was closing time at the club. JT was about to head out. The lights went down on the stage, and then he felt it call to him. He picked up his guitar and pulled out the pick that Simone gave him. I got excited. I was like, yes, we about to hear JT sing. We about to hear him. That boy can sing too. We about to hear him sing. But he didn't. I mean, he played for us though. He played for us a little bit. He could have sang though, damn it. Anyway, side note, I'm still wondering where the hell is Simone's brother, and if we gonna see him. Why we haven't seen him yet? Like I said, he was such an intricate part of their storyline. What happened to Simone's brother, and why he not on the show? I want to go look at the actor's Twitter page to see if he's posted anything about it, because I remember him just posting all the information about season 2, all the backstage footage. He was the one that was sharing it that I saw, and it's episode 3, and we ain't seen him yet. But that is the end of this episode, y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all thought about it, how y'all felt about it. What's your favorite Pointer Sister song? If you know the Pointer Sisters, what's y'all favorite Pointer Sister song? Drop that down in the comment section. See y'all later this week, possibly, because it comes on again Wednesday night. I'm so delayed, so apologize for my delay. And I will get to y'all later. Talk to you soon. Peace.